First and foremost, I want to say Shalom, Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakwadash, Yahweh being named my Heavenly Father in our native Hebrew tongue, Bahashem in the name of Yahweh Shai, name my Lord, Savior of the world, even calls Jesus Christ, Rekakwadash, the name of the Holy Spirit. Give a double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone of taught us truth and rule well. Shalom to the hopefully elect. Shalom to the Akim and Aquath that pushing this truth. This goes out to the true Hebrew Israelites, to the Bible, the Native Americans, Latino Americans, so-called African Americans here in America, scattered throughout the four quarters of the world. It's Asha Great Millstone, Chicago, coming to you with another quick lesson. We have to do whatever it takes to be accepted by the Lord. On these last days of trying times, we're going to be pressed on all sides against all types of, foolishness, thoughts, wicked things that comes upon us. But, we've got to cast all that aside, get control of ourselves, and be disciplined enough to do whatever it takes to be accepted by the Lord. It's a quick precept. This is Salaka. This is Matthew 5:29. And if thy right eye offend thee, pluck it out, cast it out from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of thy members should perish, and not the whole body should be cast into hell. And if thy right hand offend thee, cut it off, and cast it from thee. For it is profitable for thee that one of the members should perish, and not the whole body should be cast into hell. So the bottom line is that, if our thoughts are taking control of us, our intentions and hearts, we've got to subdue that. It doesn't literally mean pluck your eye out. It's remove that, those wicked understandings and wicked thoughts that have condemned you. You're not going to, this is what he's referring to. Whatever is pulling you in the wrong direction, which is ultimately your mind and your understanding. If that is dark and if that's controlling you and you leading you back into following these wicked America, following their vain philosophies and their destructive devices and all their lewd and wickedness, the alphabet lifestyle, you have to cut that stuff out. You got to remove yourself mentally and not follow their ways. Envy not their oppressor, none of their ways. This is what you have to do. You got to do whatever it takes to remove yourself from that. If you've given into these lustful and desirous appetites of this wicked world, you have to refrain and cut yourself out from that. That this is what it takes to be accepted in this world. You're going to be tempted by all types of wickedness. Those things you have to remove. Actually, how about Shema Shah to remove them from you so you won't be tempted to go that direction. And do whatever it takes, You have to fast and pray to remove these wicked things from your thoughts, your minds, and subdue that subconsciousness, that leans towards this wickedness, and the Lord will fight for you. It's another quick precept. This is all self-control. Your thoughts, the thoughts lead into actions. Let me get another quick precept. You got to control your thoughts and control your actions. This is Romans 6:6. Knowing this, that our old man is crucified with him, that the body of sin might be destroyed, that henceforth we should not serve sin. So those actions in that old man, loves the pleasure of the flesh. And your job is to, when you come into this truth, is to, leave that old man behind and lean towards the thing that's right, pure in heart, that the Lord delighteth in, praise and worship in truth and sincerity. And he'll make all your ways and your paths straight and clear the landscape for you. So, but you have to do whatever it takes to be accepted by the Lord. You've got to crucify that old man, those old desires, those old thoughts, that old thinking, that wicked, stuff that you learned in America, aka Esau Edom, this wicked white man. We've learned his ways of being in the land of the heathen, and now you have to remove your thoughts and remove yourself from these ways and go not after that, wickedness anymore. It's another quick precept. This is 1 Corinthians 9:27. But I keep under, let's see. We'll start at 27. We'll get to the point. 1 Corinthians 9:27. But I keep under my body and bring it unto subjection, lest that by any means when I have preached to others, I I myself should be a castaway. So we have to be disciplined like athletes and trained mentally, you know what I mean? Reading his word, obeying his truth, obeying the law, statute, commandments. We have to do this nonstop daily. We have conditioned the body and by conditioning the body, we condition the mind through reading his word, through preaching his truth, to, you know what I mean, and obeying the law, statute, commandments to the best of our ability. This is how we do what we have to do to refrain from falling back into the old habits, you know what I mean, old lifestyle, old stuff. We've got to continually endure and straighten ourselves out, and stay rooted with, in this truth, and constantly pray. Yahweh Shemashah, creating us a clean heart, renew us with the right spirit, and cast not out as present, take not the Rakakwadash away from us. This is what we have to do this constantly, do whatever it takes to be accepted by the Lord. This is this is our battle. This is what we have to contend with. Let me get another quick precept. It's Colossians 3 and 5, getting straight to the point. Mortify therefore your members which are upon the earth, fornication, uncleanliness, inordinate affections, evil concupiscence, and covetous, which is idolatry. So we've got to remove ourselves, our thoughts, and from this stuff. You know what I mean? All this impure thoughts, impure things that's going on, Salaka, impure things that's going on around us. We see it daily. They pump it into you constantly. On the TV, on the news, everything's controlled by Esau Edom, aka America. This is white, self-proclaimed white man who is definitely the most evil and wicked man in the world here in America, Esau Edom. And our job is to refrain from all of his wickedness that he continues to pump throughout the airways, because he controls everything. The food you eat, the TV you watch, what you're doing, where you're going, he controls everything, where you work at. And, and while we're in these environments, we're going to be subject to all types of wickedness that they continue to push. Our job is, we know the agenda, we're mindful of his strategies, and we have to do whatever it takes, to remove ourselves from these environments by praying and fasting and getting our body under control by fasting and prayer. Therefore, we won't fall back into that old man. That I want to say shalom, shalom, and a Baba Ball.